So in today's video, I'll unbox and set up the Blink Mini 2 camera. Now this is an indoor and outdoor smart camera and probably one of the least expensive cameras of its kind. And I'll leave a link to it right below the video in case you're looking to buy one. So I've opened the box up. Let's see what's inside. The first thing you'll see is the camera itself. And there's a packet with mounting screws, the USB cable for the power adapter, the power adapter itself, and last but not least, the quick start guide. Now when it comes to mounting the Blink Mini 2, you have two major options. You can either mount it horizontally on a flat surface like this, or you can actually remove the mount from the base and move it to the vertical position, and you would snap it into place on the vertical mount. And this then allows you to mount the camera vertically to something like a wall or other fixture in your home, or even outside your home. To begin the actual mounting process, you would separate the mount itself from the camera. And all I'm going to do is pull gently till the actual mount separates. Put the camera aside, and then you're going to actually push out the outer ring and cover of the actual mount and remove that. That actually just snaps off. And once you do that, you'll notice the two mounting holes that are available to you, whether you're mounting it on a flat horizontal surface, vertically, or even on a ceiling. And they do provide two screws with this camera, but this may not be sufficient for different mounting surfaces. So I'll leave a link to some wall anchors in the description below, so feel free to check that out in case you don't have wall anchors to mount this camera. Now before you actually mount the camera into place, you want to consider whether you're mounting it indoors or outdoors. This will define what sort of power adapter you use. The provided power adapter and USB cable are the indoor kind, so it's not weather resistant. So if you do plan to mount it outdoors, you will need to purchase the outdoor power adapter, and I'll leave a link to that right below the video. Now once you've decided where you want this camera to be mounted, you're going to need to figure out a way to actually plug this into a power outlet, whether that's outdoors or indoors. And you generally want to mount the camera in a place that's about 6 to 10 feet away from a power outlet. You may need to use an extension cord or get your electrician to move an outlet close enough to the camera itself. And I recommend moving an outlet as close as possible to the camera, especially if you mount it outdoors. It's just a much safer way to do it. So that's something to consider when you mount this camera. Once you've mounted the camera to the surface you want to mount it to using the two screws, you're then going to replace this cover on top of the mount, and it snaps into those little keys on both sides and presses down into place. And then I can snap the actual mount into the camera itself, and I can use either the vertical mounting position or the horizontal mounting position. In my case, I'm just going to use the horizontal mounting position. All you're going to do is push it down gently till it snaps into place. Whether you're using the outdoor adapter or the provided indoor adapter, both adapters will plug into the port on the back of the camera. Push the connector in till it snaps into place, and the other end of the cable plugs into the wall adapter like that, and then the wall adapter plugs into your wall outlet. And once you plug the camera in, you'll notice that the blue LED on the right hand side of the camera begins to blink, and this is normal. And the rest of the setup for this camera will be done using a smartphone, and the process is pretty much identical whether you use an iPhone or an Android device. And the first thing you'll do is go into your app store. If you're using an Android device, you'll go into your Play Store, and we're going to search for Blink, and the app we want to install is the Blink Home Monitor app. Tap Get and wait for that to install. Tap Open. Once the app opens up, it asks you to either log into your Blink account or create an account. Now if you're a first-time user like me, I'm just going to create an account, and then it asks me which country I live in. In my case, it's the United States. I'm going to tap Next, and then it wants to know your region. My region is the East. I'm going to tap OK, and then it wants an email address to associate with the account, and then tap Next, and then it asks you to create a password. Let's do that. And once you do that, you're going to tap Create Account, and then it asks you to enter the code that was emailed to you to verify your email. And I'm going to enter that code and then tap Verify, and then it asks you to enter a phone number to associate with the account. And once you enter the phone number, you have an option of receiving the code to verify via text or voice call. I'm going to go with text, and then tap Next, and it'll text you a code, and I'm going to enter that code and tap verify. And then it asks me whether I'd like to receive notifications from the app. I'm going to tap allow because I want my smart notifications from this camera. So tap allow. And then it wants to know if I'd like to link my Blink and Amazon accounts. This is entirely optional. I'm going to skip this step. So tap skip. And to begin connecting to this camera, I'm going to tap the little plus icon on the top right hand corner of the app to add a camera. And then I'm going to tap mini cameras. And then it asks me whether I'd like the Blink app to access the camera on my phone. I'm going to tap allow. And then it wants me to scan the QR code that is printed on the device. And the QR code is located on the back of the device. So you're going to need access to the back panel of the device. So if you have it on the mount, you want to remove it from the mount temporarily so you can actually scan this barcode in. And once it scans the barcode, it automatically detects that camera. Then it asks me whether I'd like to choose a system for my Mini 2 camera. Now this is great if you have multiple Blink cameras in multiple locations and want to create a separate network of cameras for a specific location. Now I don't have that, so I'm just going to create a new system. So I'm going to tap continue, and then you want to give your system a name. I'm just going to call it home for now. You can call it anything you like. Tap continue, and then it asks us to ensure that the LED on the right hand side is blinking blue and the LED on the left hand side is a steady green, which we've already seen. And then you can tap discover device. Then it asks me whether I'd like to allow the Blink camera to join my home Wi-Fi network. I'm going to tap join, and then it asks me whether I'd like to allow Blink to find devices on my local network. I'm going to tap allow, and then it wants me to choose the Wi-Fi network that I'd like to use. In my case, it is Vortex, so you're going to choose your home Wi-Fi network. Tap the Wi-Fi network and enter the password for your Wi-Fi network, and then tap join, and it says that it is sending the Wi-Fi info to the Mini 2 camera, and then it says that it is updating the firmware. Now this will only be if there is a firmware update available. In my case, there is one available, so it is updating the camera, and it says do not unplug the Mini 2 camera. So let's let it do its thing, and it then lets me know that the Mini 2 camera has been added to the home system. Tap done, and then it lets me know that my Blink Plus plan free trial has been activated. Now to get the most out of your Blink Mini 2 camera, you're most likely going to have to sign up for this plan once the 30-day trial period expires. And this gives you features like person detection and longer live view and cloud storage, etc. So this is really required to ensure that you get the best out of your camera. But you do have a 30-day trial to actually try it out and see if this works for you. And then I'm going to tap next, and there you go. The camera is now set up and running. And if I need to view the live view of this camera from any location, I can just tap on that icon. And once you do that, you have the option of turning on or turning off the LED illuminator on the front of the camera. You can turn on or turn off the audio, the two-way audio on the camera, and even save specific footage to the cloud. And you also have the option of toggling to the armed mode from disarmed. And if it detects motion, it'll send you a notification that looks like that. So pretty useful features and very easy to set up, not a hassle at all, and it seems to work really well. And this pretty much completes the setup of the Blink Mini 2 smart camera. If you're looking to buy one of these, I'll leave a link right below the video, so feel free to check that out. And if you have any questions or comments about the setup process, leave me a comment right below the video. Hope this video was useful. If it was, please give it a big thumbs up, and please also consider subscribing to my channel for more reviews, unboxings, and how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.